Yeah, Jason, you got to be a little more refined when it comes to your Google searches.
Yeah, I heard that tape just now that Matt played of Jose Canseco, and he was talking about his brother, Ozzie Canseco, and saying, why wasn't Ozzie good if PEDs help you be better? Obviously, Ozzie didn't have the skill set.
Look, I worked with Ozzie.
That Jose had.
Ozzie was a Madison Muskie when I was the stadium announcer for the Madison Muskies.
Minor league reference.
Good guy. Nice enough player. His lovely wife Lisa was always up there in the booth before games.
Shout out to Lisa Canseco.
Yeah, very, very nice lady.
Nice. But Ozzie sucked.
Yeah, he was bad. He tried to reinvent himself as a pitcher, and he also reinvented himself as bad.
Yeah, I was about to say that reinvention didn't work.
But there's so many
what I
siblings who are not good.
Because I started to think about the siblings. Like, I have a joke now where, and it's, it gets refreshed every time a pair of brothers come into sports. Like, I say, somebody's got to be Taylor Griffin. We forget about Taylor Griffin because Blake Griffin was terrific.
Well, Robin Lopez is right here.
Exactly. Well, but Brooke Lopez isn't Blake Griffin level. So what I did was put worst sports brothers into Google. It's just a list of brothers. Like, it's a list of bad black dudes. It's just that's all it is.
Eddie Robinson.
Right, exactly. It's just a list of brothers who played sports who weren't very good. But
Tony Snell.
But then there actually is a list for the worst siblings in sports history that Bleacher Report did, because Bleacher Report does everything and has a lot of time on their hands.
I called a game that included somebody who would be at the very, very top of my list, and that would be Craig Griffey.
It doesn't even seem like, because that guy, Ken Griffey. So it doesn't seem like that other person should exist.
Poor Craig.
What was it, Billy Ripken?
He's a major leaguer.
I understand.
Billy Ripken made the major leagues.
When I was a kid, I was like, man, Danielle is killing it, but this Donnie Marshall sucks. I mean, he's playing on the same time. Well, I know, exactly. I saw two light-skinned brothers playing for UConn. I thought they came there in a package deal. But so Bleacher Report, I know when this was put out, but Michael Garcia-Parra is the number 10. Jeremy Giambi, number 9.
Again, but a major leaguer.
But you got to roll with it, Dan. Keith and Brent Gretzky, number 8. Number 7.
Brent Gretzky.
It's just like off-brand made up. It's like if you're in the grocery store and you don't want to spend that extra 15 cents to get the Wayne Gretzky ketchup, you get the Brent Gretzky ketchup.
Famous for his nickname, the decent one.
Yeah, the okay one.
One. Number 7, Scooter Berry. John, Brent, and Drew were better than young Scooter.
Scooter's played professionally for a long time.
They're all professional players, but the worst of. It's like the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got all the wrong stuff. Number 6, Ozzie Canseco, as was mentioned. Number 5, Orrin Olsen.
Merlin
and Phil.
Oh, well, Phil, of course.
Rahman Ali. Muhammad.
Okay.
All right. Bobby Bonds Jr. is number 3.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds' brother.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Randy Clemens, number 2. He named all his kids like after H, after all the hits that he gave.
He calls it HR. Right. This is Horace Roberts. This is
Harold Reynolds Clemens. My
Horatio.
Horatio Clemens. My wife stayed in Seattle for some reason. My kid's name is Harold Reynolds Clemens, but we'll figure this out. And number 1, Jay McGuire, brothers to Mark and Dan.
Yeah, Dan was a first-round draft pick as a quarterback.
6'7".
All right, let me just present to
Worst
you.
Sports
Can
brothers.
I please?
That's a Friday fun.
I am presenting to you Craig Griffey, and I am making the case right here for Craig Griffey. He played for the 1993 Appleton Foxes of the Midwest League, and I had the pleasure of watching him in action.
Was his logo sitting on a bench?
This guy doesn't have to warm up. Points to his logo. But no, so he went from Bellingham to Appleton to Riverside to Jacksonville, Port City, Memphis, Chattanooga,
and on the Chitlin tour,
and finished in Tacoma, opening for Moms Mabley. And here's his
Chess Records presents Craig Griffey.
His career slash line 224, 312, and he slugged 291.
He's a member of the Beckham family.
Seriously. He's honorary. He was shortly after the big ceremony naming him an honorary primary Beckham. But
if Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were adopting young brothers to play minor league baseball, they'd adopt Craig Griffey in the name of the Beckham family.
This guy got 2,300 plate appearances in affiliated professional baseball. He had a career OPS of 603.
That's not very good.
If his name wasn't Griffey, that guy's out after a week.
Cooper Manning, right? But Cooper had the disease.
Cooper, yeah, he had spinal stenosis, right?
Yeah. Now I'm going to think of all the bum-ass brothers to great players. These texters now, Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Rodgers, yeah. What do we? Oh, this is a low blow right here. Reggie Rose. Oh, that's tough. Tommy Aaron. There you go.
But also Major League Baseball player.
Dan, we're not talking about the obscure dwellings of people like Craig Griffey.
Look, it was worth bringing up because it just has to be mentioned.
Now I'm back to bad brothers. Worst sports brothers. 312-640.
Light them up.
Jonathan Taze has a brother. His name is David Taze.
He's in the Hawks system, isn't he?
Is he?
Somewhere.
Don't do Harvey Grant like that. Harvey could play a little bit for the Bullets back in the day. Yeah, don't do.
Come on.
Ooh, Marcus Teague.
Is that Jeff's little brother?
Yeah. Bulls draft pick. We don't want Draymond Green, Bulls draft pick. Yeah, man. That's some tough sledding right there. Greg and Mike Maddox? No, Mike Maddox had a nice long career. Seth Curry's actually getting buckets right now in the NBA.
Where would you put Jim Nettles?
I wouldn't.
Younger brother of Greg Nettles.
Or Greg, I'm sorry.
It's Greg spelled wrong.
I was about to say, yeah, isn't it?
Graig.
All right, whatever.
That's mean parents.
I wouldn't put him there. And by the way, don't do the Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller thing. 773 texter. All right. Yeah, the whole, she was better than her brother in high school and college, and she beat him in one-on-one. It's one of the best damn shooters of NBA history and basketball history. Don't play those games with Cheryl and Reggie Miller. Casey Urlacher. Yeah, there you go. Isn't he mayor or something there?
He was mayor of Metawa.
That's Dave Mitzka.
Where'd you leave your manometer?
My EMT, my CPA, my CPO. Oh, that's Jason Goff.
Jordan Danks. There you go.
What about Jordan Danks?
That's the segment right there.
This is Bernstein and Goff. Brian Billick at the top of the hour.